highly educated, super motivated, family-oriented, disciplined, principled, fighter for the common people. That's right, I'm talking about me. What do you mean it's not about me? Well, why would you write something that sounds like it's about me and it's not about me? It sounds like it's about me. Huh? Who? Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren, she's great. I'm not saying it's not about her. I mean, but it also describes me, right? I mean, when you say that's about me, I'm looking at it, it sounds like me. I'm thinking this is going to be a top 5 about me. But you're trying to tell me this is about, okay. I'll get back to it. It looks like all that stuff that I was describing was about Elizabeth Warren, the female version of me. In a way. What are you talking about? Not even close. We could be siblings. Yeah. What? Don't go there. Don't go there. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be bringing you the top 5 remarkable things about Elizabeth Warren. Who's not educated? Warren was born in Oklahoma City on June 22nd, 1949. She became a star member of the debate team at Northwest Classen High School, where she won the state high school debating championship. She also won a debate scholarship to George Washington University at the age of 16. She initially aspired to be a teacher, but left George Washington University after 2 years in 1968 to marry Jim Warren, who she met in high school. Warren and her husband moved to Houston, where he was employed by IBM. She then enrolled into the University of Houston and graduated in 1970 with a Bachelor's of Science degree in speech pathology and audiology. She soon became pregnant and decided to remain at home to care for her daughter. After her daughter turned 2, Warren enrolled in Rutgers Law School at Rutgers University in Newark, where she received her doctorate degree and passed the bar examination. Warren used to be a professor? Warren started her academic career as a lecturer at Rutgers University Newark School of Law from 1977 to 1978. She moved to the University of Houston Law Center from 1978 to 1983, where she became Associate Dean for Academic Affairs in 1980 and attained tenure in 1981. She taught at the University of Texas School of Law as a visiting associate professor in 1981 and returned as a full professor 2 years later, staying from 1983 to 1987. She was a visiting professor at the University of Michigan in 1985 and a research associate at the Population Research Center of the University of Texas at Austin in 1983 to 1987. Not only was she passionate about her education, she was a passionate professor. Warren joined the University of Pennsylvania Law School as a full professor in 1987 and obtained an endowed chair in 1990, becoming a William A. Shatner Professor of Commercial Law in 1992. She taught for a year at Harvard Law School as Robert Boucher's visiting professor of commercial law. As of 2011, she was Harvard's only tenured law professor who had attended law school at an American public university. Warren used to be a Republican? Warren registered as a Republican from 1991 to 1996. She voted Republican for many years. I was a Republican because I thought those were the people who best supported the market, she said. According to Warren, she began to vote Democratic because she no longer believed the Republicans to be a true party. But she has said she has voted for both parties because she believed that neither should be dominant. And I have to agree with that. According to her, the Republican Party is no longer principled in its conservative approach to economics and markets, and instead tilting the playing field in favor of big financial institutions against the middle-class American families, which she supports highly. Warren didn't just want to talk about politics, she wanted to do something about it. On September 14, 2011, Warren declared her intentions to run for the Democratic nomination for the 2012 election in Massachusetts for the U.S. Senate seat. Republican Scott Brown had won the seat in the 2010 special election after Ted Kennedy's death. A week later, a video of Warren speaking in Andover went viral on the internet. And in it, Warren responds to the charge that asking the rich to pay more in taxes is class warfare by pointing out that no one grew rich in the U.S. without depending on infrastructure paid for by the rest of society. She stated, "There is nobody in the country who got rich on its own. Nobody. You moved your goods and markets on roads the rest of us paid for. You hired workers the rest of us paid to educate. You were safe in your factories because the police forces and fire forces the rest of us paid for. You didn't have to worry that marauding bands of bandits would come and seize everything at your factory and hire someone to protect against this because of the work the rest of us did. Now look, you built the factory and turned it into something terrific or a great idea. God bless. Keep a big hunk of it. But a part of the underlying social contract is you take a hunk of that and pay it forward so the next kid to come along and do the same thing." This sentiment was also echoed by Barack Obama later in his speech in the 2012 election campaign. Warren's running for president. On February 8, 2019, Warren officially announced her candidacy at a rally in Lawrence, Massachusetts, at the site of the 1912 Bread and Roses strike. Warren staged her first campaign event in Lawrence, a former mill town famous for that strike, to demonstrate to the constituency she hopes to appeal to, including the working class families, union members, women, and new immigrants. Warren is calling for major governmental changes, where she stated, "It won't be enough just to undo the terrible acts of this administration. We can't afford just to tinker around the edges. A tax credit here, a regulation there. Our fight is big, a structural change. This is the fight of our lives, the fight to build America where dreams are possible, an America that works for everyone." As a longtime critic of President Trump, at her opening rally, Warren called Trump a symptom of a larger problem that has resulted in a rigged system that props up the rich and powerful and kicks the dirt on everyone else. Now that's remarkable. And now that you know what makes Elizabeth Warren so remarkable, could you do me a favor and press that subscribe button? Or better yet, press that like button. And if you can, just leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave a comment. If you have something you think we should be speaking about, please leave them at this email address and we'll definitely get right back to you. Other than that, have a blessed day.